Hey everybody, welcome back to Magic Orthodoxy. My name is David and this is a Magic Review. Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. Thanks for being here. Today, going to look at something that's good for both online and real life. I mean, ever since we've entered into this kind of Skype, Zoom world, magicians have been looking for tricks that they can do online. Online has a drawback in that we can't, be there with the spectator. We can't be in the same room, so obviously props can't be inspected. It's difficult for you to fan the cards and tell the spectator, take a card, right? They can't. And so we're trying to find creative ways to do new things, but then also find creative ways to do classic things. And today, I think David Jonathan has a great solution to the any card at any number plot. This is Tocaan, okay? T-O-C-A-A-N. It's the only card at any number, and you can find this at davidjonathanmagic.com. All right, so ACAN, the any card at any number. What is it? This is a plot. It's a classic plot in card magic. Typically, magicians love this trick more than spectators. We love it because the premise is that any card could be named, any number could be called out, and then that card would be found at that number. And then, as magicians come up with solutions to the plot, of course, there's always limitations and exceptions to the rule. We always try to find something that's pure, right? We're trying to find that holy grail. What's the perfect any card to any number? We want to say that it could be any card of 52, right? Any number from 1 to 52 with no limitations. The spectator is holding the deck the entire time. They shuffle, they count down, right? There's so many ways in which we would love to see this become as pure and as clean as possible. And of course today, we have David Jonathan's solution, and best of all, he's going to offer a real-life version, okay, and an online version. All right, so in David Jonathan's version, he has a deck of cards that's sitting on the table, and he has the spectator come up with the card that they're going to name, okay? And then he gives them the option, 1 to 52, any number, you name it. So the spectator says 20, okay? Let's just say 20. The spectator takes the deck in their own hands, and they count down 20 cards. And then the magician reaches out, flips that top card, and it's the card they were thinking of. Not only that, but you rotate all the other cards, fan them out across the table, and they're blank. They're completely blank. The blank cards can be completely inspected. Let's talk about David Jonathan's solution. All right, so let's say you pay your $35 to davidjonathanmagic.com. What will you get? Well, you're going to get two different versions. You could buy this two different ways. You can buy this so you get a little box, and then inside the box you get the deck. Now the deck is going to be an all blank deck, and let me just say, it's totally inspectable. So can it be inspected? It's totally inspectable. These are just blank cards. There's no rough and smooth. There's no long and short. They're just blank cards, okay? He's also going to give you the we'll call them the force cards, right? And he'll give you a little wallet to carry your force cards in. If you buy the online version, you can do this with all your own props at home. Is it what I thought? I honestly didn't know what to think because, I mean, there are so many solutions to the ACAN plot, right? So when a magician comes out with his own new version, I think like you, we're all hoping that it's new, right? And so I went into this with completely no expectations. Is it well made? Everything's made from United States playing card company Bicycle Cards because Bicycle makes the best cards on the planet. And let me just say, these are gaffed cards. Gaffed cards, this is not a trick deck, okay? Sometimes trick decks involve like flaps or extra things, right? These are just cards. Everything in this trick is a card. All right, so what's the overall quality and production value of the video? David Jonathan teaches this to you, sometimes in a split screen where you see his face as he's talking to you, but then you also see his hands on the table, and that's kind of cool. The video is 55 minutes long. He's going to talk about the history behind the effect, and that's a really long portion. I think he spends 11 minutes talking about how this trick came into fruition, and he's going to show you a couple of different ways to do this. So first, he's going to show you what's in the box. and then he's going to show you how to set everything up, and then you'll get a live performance. So live in studio, okay, live in studio that he does for a spectator, and then he's going to walk through the explanation. And then you'll get a virtual performance. So this is how he'll do it with a spectator who's not in the room, and you'll get 2 virtual performances, which is kind of cool. And let me just say, in their version, they have a deck on their end and you have a deck on your end, and they're going to select a card silently, unseen from their end. Okay, they'll show the screen, but they won't show you, and then they'll name a number, and then you'll deal down in the deck you have. But this, like I said earlier, doesn't require any gimmicks. You can do this with things that you have around the house. He'll then explain that one and give you some final thoughts, as well as giving you some tips for doing this as walk around if you are standing without a table. Pocket space, I'm going to say, if you're doing it live, right? If you're doing it live in person, you just need the deck. The best way to do this is with a table. I'm just saying, the best way to do this is with a table. It's going to be best for your angles, best for your slights, and you need the little wallet that he gives you. How are the angles? Like I was saying earlier, a table is going to help you with your angles. I will say there's some dirty work, okay? And I'm going to throw the word out there. I'm going to say palming, but this is going to be the easiest palm you've ever done. This is not difficult palming. I can't palm worth a dime, okay? I can't palm, so I would not be afraid to do this. Your angles are completely covered. And when he talks to you about doing this standing up, he's going to give you tips on palming that way as well. How much practice does it require? It is virtually slightless. I mean, it is virtually slightless because it is an all blank deck. So you're really not working with, moving the deck around. There's no manipulation with the deck. And I'll just say there is some equivoque. There is some equivoque. It's not a completely free choice. That is the limit on this. There's always a limit, right? There's always an exception to the rule. It is not a completely free card choice. There is some equivoque. And like I said, there's some palming, but it's not difficult, and probably best if you had a table. How much setup and reset is there? This whole thing would take seconds to set up and reset. Literally, there's only one card in play at the end, right? I mean, whatever card they call out, that's the card in play. You're going to put that right back where you got it. Positives. Wow. It's so great to have 2 versions. It's so great to have 2 versions. I would highly recommend that you get the $35 version that comes with the box, because then you're going to get everything. And what a wonderful solution to the any card at any number, because I think in the past, some any card to any numbers can get lost in the spectator's mind. There's so many hoops that we make them jump through. I think by the time you get to the end, the spectator's just like, oh, good, thanks, it's over, right? But this one is so easy to follow because it's so clean. I mean, you're showing them one card. That's the card they were thinking of, and the rest of the deck is blank. Negatives. All right, so what are the negatives? I'm just throwing this out there, and it's not a negative from David Jonathan's trick at all. Okay, let's just say that. It's not a negative. But I will say that if you already own D. Christopher's Shadow Wallet that also comes with his Thought of card, they're virtually identical in every regard. So if you already own Shadow Wallet, buying this, you're going to have a duplicate trick. Is it worth your money? Like I said, it's $35. Get the one that comes with the gaffs. Get that one. Go to davidjonathanmagic.com. Buy that one. Who would like this? I think someone who's looking for an easy any card to any number. Someone who's looking for easy to follow any card to any number, but also easy to execute. I think it's easy to execute. And like I said, easy for your spectators to follow. And it has a neat plot to it. I like the plot of the rest of the cards are blank. And when you follow David Jonathan's pattern, everything makes sense. But don't just take my word for it. Don't take my word for it. There are other magic review channels out there. Great quality, awesome, honest, unbiased magic reviews out there you should be watching. Craig Petty is one of those unbiased magic reviews you should be watching. He is a working magician. He is professional. I am not a professional magician. I don't make money from this at all in any way. I'm a hobbyist. I'm a hobbyist magician. So please go listen to Craig Petty, see what he had to say. Make sure you like his channel and follow him as well. All right, so that's the Tocaan, the only card at any number. And I, of course, got this from davidjonathanmagic.com. And I want to thank David Jonathan for allowing me to have this so that I could do the review for you. Thanks, guys. I'll see you next time. Bye. But wait, do you want to learn more about the t-shirt I was wearing in today's video? Of course you do. That's from my Teespring store. If you scroll down into the description area, you can click any one of those t-shirt graphics. It'll take you out to Teespring and show you my Magic Orthodoxy apparel. That's right, I've got several different styles and colors and price points to choose from, including my King of Clubs Black Roses exclusive Daniel Schneider tee. If you appreciate what I do, that is a great way to support this channel. Thanks.